Welcome to the next video in the series. We're going to show you the most efficient ways to perform any exercise so you can maximize your time in the gym. For the seated cable row, there are so many attachments and variations you've probably seen online, and it can leave some confusion as to what to do and how to do it. In today's video, I will clear up some of that confusion and show you the most efficient way to do the seated cable row. Start with your feet braced against a foot pad and knees slightly bent. You want to keep your head and neck in a neutral position with your eyes looking forward the entire time. Moving your head and neck down or forward can interfere with the mechanics of your shoulder blades and affect the movement. The attachment you use is totally up to you. If you want to target your lats more, use a V handle or a closer grip. Want to hit your upper back and traps more? Go with a wider handle so your arms are further away from your body when you row. Keep your low back in its natural arch and torso upright, creating a solid foundation to pull from. Push your feet into the foot pads to further increase your stability. If you're targeting your lats more, you can lean forward slightly as you let the cable pull your arms forward, as this lengthens the lats more than staying upright, letting your upper back round to stretch out the lats even more. Reverse the movement with your arms tucked to your sides, extending through the low back and squeezing the shoulder blades. This will help to row with the most efficient leverages and weight possible. If you're doing the seated cable row to target your upper back more, keep your body upright while still rounding your upper back. This can be challenging to do, since when you round your upper back, your lower back wants to round as well. Since we are targeting upper back and traps, it doesn't make much sense to round the low back. This would add more of a stretch to the lats, taking tension away from our target muscles. That's why for an upper back dominant row, I like to keep the reps higher, anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, as lower weights can be easier to control than heavier weights, ensuring the target muscles stay the target muscles. 3 to 5 sets should be plenty for an upper back dominant row. For a lat dominant row, you can go as low as 8 to 15 reps, as the lats can take on more load and the form isn't as technical. If rounding the low back feels uncomfortable or painful, you can ease into this by working on the cable Jefferson curl at lower weights. Before you start your warm-up sets, set the cable at the lowest weight possible. Straighten your legs out and brace your feet against the pad where the cable is attached, if possible. If not, then brace your feet against the foot pads or on the floor. Starting flat on your back and with an overhand shoulder width grip, let the cable slowly lean you forward, running your upper and lower back into the cables almost at the start. Then reverse the movement, starting to extend your upper back first and then your lower back, and doing so segmentally, meaning one vertebrae at a time. Do this for one set of 10 reps, then go into your warm-up sets. As long as that was pain free during and after, the next time you do them, increase by the next weight down, continuing to do so without pain until you're doing them with your working weight. This should be easy enough to implement without too much time spent, but also eases you into strengthening your low back to be able to handle those loads. And no, this isn't bad for your low back. If you bend forward with your low back to pick up a shoe, is that damaging to your low back? Of course not. You do it every day. That's why we started with a light weight and progressively overload it to prevent too much load on the joints at one time. It's the exact same concept for any other muscles or joints in the body. If you have low back pain at any given weight, then go back to the previous weight the next time you do them and try to get 12 reps, sticking with that for 2 weeks, then going back to the weight you struggle with. If you still have back pain, try going up to 15 reps and continue in this manner. Another word of caution. I wouldn't recommend doing seated cable rows the day before or after you do anything that involves your lower back staying still, that heavily loads it, such as deadlifts and RDLs and stiff-legged deadlifts. Trust me, that's a lot of demand for the lower back, and I wouldn't wish low back pain on my worst enemy. If you have any questions about the seated cable row, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer you. Click like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.